Evening, everybody. I got this turned on properly. I guess we'll find out right away, won't I? I could just check the sound right now, make sure it's with the. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay, there we go. We should be good now. Take a couple minutes for people to come in. I've got a bit of a cold, so I'm sorry. It's pretty rough, but I thought we would pop in. I was having one of those days, and yeah, it was getting inside of my head, and yeah, and you know when that happens, it's a Cindy needs the crew. We're gonna yap. Yeah, so I was talking to Sharon earlier today, and yeah, she's having a bit of a heat spell, and yeah, it seemed like things were cooling off, and it was so nice that she, I guess, found a minute to send me an email this afternoon. So that was really nice, and I let her know that I was gonna go live. But as you pop in, say hi to me. Yeah, it'll take a few minutes, right? But we'll see who shows up tonight. So what am I doing this week? I haven't been doing much this week at all except studying online, right? Yeah, this cold has just knocked me. Hi, Linda. Yeah, this cold I have has just knocked me to the floor. Like, yeah, I haven't had a cold in 15, maybe 20 years. Like I was actually trying to think when the last cold I had was, and yeah, I don't think, and I guess that shows you how often I'm around people that I'm not able to catch cold. So I guess that was a little bit of a lesson for me too, because yeah, I always think that people should be handling germs here and there so that, when the big one comes, that they'll be able to fight it off, right? Yeah, and I've been dieting and stuff, and yeah, I've lost 24 pounds now. I'm so excited that I've lost 24 pounds, and I'm not even feeling like I'm dieting, even though I've been smelling fresh donuts the past week. And I said, not until I get another 25 pounds, and then maybe I'll bring the cheat days on, right? But I'm not cheating until I'm pretty close to the weight that I want to be, right? So, yeah. And I took my measurements too. So I lost two inches in the boobs, and I lost 3 inches on the hips, and I lost 2 inches on the waist. So I thought that was pretty good too. And that was the first time I took my measurements since dieting. But yeah, I haven't had much energy to do anything except sit in my chair. And yeah, I try to get the housework done. I actually did really, really well the other day. I went to my sister's, right? I help my sister. She helps me out. And, I like to go over and visit her when I can. And she's, when I got this cold, I got it from my sister Tracy, right? And she's been so sick lately that when she complains about, how sick she is and how bad her cold is and everything, I guess we kind of, softened up our hearing for it or something. So like I didn't have as much sympathy for her as I would have known if I had known it was this cold, right? Because yeah, this is a tough one, especially for my sister Tracy when she's not been feeling well, eh? Oh, sugar. Yeah, I still no, I haven't done any sugar. I've been doing sweetener in my coffee, but I've been still doing the 2 cream, right? And I'd like to get off the 2 cream, but it's the cream that makes the coffee so wonderful. So, if I have to give up the cream, then I might as well just make my own coffee, because I make good coffee too. But, it's just the formula of their coffee that just makes it so wonderful. I actually, my niece is going to Toronto at the end of the month, and I went and I took her one of those little suitcases to scoot underneath her airplane seat. So it's the exact official size, so she can just stuff it full of everything she needs. So I took it to her, and yesterday I took her a big suitcase, a really nice suitcase for her trip. They rented an Airbnb, for a couple of weeks. So yeah, that's pretty exciting. Pretty exciting for them. I wish it was me, but yeah, my time comes too. You know, I go on my little trips, and yeah. Yeah. But you know, my trips are just as fun as taking off to another city or something, you know, and then always at night I can come home and be sleeping in my bed, right? Oh, it sounds like you, yeah, I've been doing lots of cream, but the sugar, no, I've cut out sugar completely, and I've cut out carbohydrates completely on this diet of mine. And I was really doing lots of really good exercise up until last week. I think I've had my cold for just over a week now, and I was saying that, yeah, the cold today feels no better than the first. Oh, and I didn't even give it any thought to when I decided to go live tonight. Oh, I'm going to apologize ahead of time because I know I'm going to have a coughing fit somewhere in this live there. Yeah. Yeah, Linda, awesome. You're the first one in here. It'll take a few minutes. Oh, we got a few more in here too. Yeah. Give me a shout. Let me know who's in here with us. Yeah, so we can figure out what our topic of discussion is, right? And I know I should be, and I do. I have lots of this is my um follow your dreams book. I use all my scrappy notes here when I'm studying and stuff. I have all these scrappy notes and books and stuff that I fill up. But then I have this one nice book, and right? And if it makes it into this book, right? If you know, my little, yeah. So if it makes it into this book, then it's set in stone as far as I'm concerned, right? And yeah, but I've been sick this week, and I like to keep my pages nice, and yeah, I got scribbles in my books. I hate these little scribbles when I get them into this book. So I'm going to try and make sure that I write it word for word in here while I'm sick, and then transfer it into this book. And you know, because this will be nice to have, right? I'll be a little old lady sitting in my rocking chair at 80 years old, you know, exploring the world, you know, on my computer, my desktop. And yeah, I'll have all these wonderful memories to look back on. Yeah, this book is just from the past couple of months. Oh, I even included the pigeon story. Remember the pigeon story I told on my last live? Yeah. So when these things, like, because I think there's always meanings, right, and these weird things that happen, or you know, I'm always looking for little meanings and stuff, and I don't understand the meaning, then I'll writing in the book, right? And then maybe I'll have a revelation, or I'll get another hint or something, and I'll go, oh, that's what it means about, and then I'll have it written down exact, because being a storyteller, it's very easy for me to add a dash of this and add a dash of that, right? So, you know, I will, if I tell something, or if I have these thoughts, or these, I don't know what they are, I wanna write them down, right? Because I'm gonna know it. I'm gonna need the details at some point. I'm sure, and I always figure if I write them down, then the details are there, and then I can find them later. But anyway, yeah, I went to take the suitcase over to visit my sister, because she was supposed to get a new couch today, and I went over to see the couch and drop off that suitcase thing for my niece, and then I stopped off and I grabbed a coffee, and I came home. And I've been saying, you know, because these are price have gone up on these again. So yeah, this, if I could stop, because I'm having one of these every couple of days, and that's, you know, probably $10 a week, and that I could put away, right, into a jar or something, and just not touch. And I don't even know where I'm getting that $10 a week, but I'm getting it somewhere, because I'm getting my coffee. Yeah. So what else is new this week? I don't know. Oh, I was down at the locker, and I just pulled this out today. I don't know if anybody can see this. This is actually something I made in like, it has a date on the back there, see? And it's 1977 when I made that. So 1977, I would have been 15 or 16 years old when I made this. Yeah, I was at 15 or 16 years old. I was not a wild, rounded teenager, that's for sure. But yeah, I was sure artistic. I had a little chip here and it's sad, but I found it in my locker and I thought, how cool, because I actually remembered it and I crawled all over right to the very back of my locker to get up to the top shelf because I saw it sitting there and I grabbed it because I knew, because I've been hearing a lot of this, sometimes certain phrases have come into your mind, but then you start hearing them all the time. And I've been hearing this caterpillar to butterfly phrase for, quite a few weeks now, right? But when you hear it every day and stuff, and then now when it happens, you don't think much of it. But when I saw this sitting way up on the back shelf there, I remembered what I had done it. And this was probably one of my very first art pieces that was actually supposed to be for my makeup, for my makeup table, right? When I was a teenager. And it was my first thing I ever made. But anyway, you can't see it very well, but I had carved into the clay. See, so you can see some of the leaves here, but there is a big caterpillar. Where is it? There's a big caterpillar here. And then I have a butterfly. Where's that butterfly? Is that the butterfly there? Yeah, so it's I called this the evolution of the butterfly. And I thought, ooh, that's a sign. So I decided the whole reason why I'm all sick and stuff and I'm crawling all over my stuff and I can hear stuff breaking underneath me and stuff, but I didn't care. I was determined to bring it upstairs and I'm going to use it for my makeup. But yeah, it was just a branch leaf with leaves on it and had a caterpillar. And as the caterpillar is walking up, and then there's the big butterfly right there. You can't really see it. I don't know why I showed you, but it was just sitting in front of me. So I thought I would just show. I was all proud of myself when I brought it up, because 1977, I don't know if I have anything. That might be the only thing that I have still from when I was a teenager. I'm actually almost positive that it is. I mean, I have a few things that were my dad's that were older, but things that were mine that I kept, yeah, I think that was the only thing. And I think it's the only reason it actually survived was because I did put it down in the locker, right? But it came to many cities with me. Like, it traveled, because I've lived in many seasons or cities since I was an adult, right? It's this coal to mine, eh? It just makes my brain, and actually that's why at 7:30, I just kicked myself. I said, get online already, Cindy, go do a live. Because at 7:00 I was going to do a live, but then, one of my videos came on, and then I decided, and I guess I was just stalling because I was, I had the idea to go live tonight, but yeah, I wasn't feeling very well. And yeah. So I'm just stupid. But again, when you have your head all filled up with all kinds of stuff, and yeah, and I think to myself, I can sit here and I can just talk to myself, or I could journal. I guess I could have journaled all the stuff like I do, but I always like bouncing stuff off other people. Hi, Andrew. Awesome. Yeah, at 7:00, I was actually going to come on live at 7:00, and yeah, I just stalled out. I just been trying to get over this terrible cold. Is just making me so you know. Yeah, I don't like not having my faculties, with me. And then again, too, I don't want to be taking this around people, right? You know, yeah, if I had a job interview this week, oh my gosh, I don't even know how I'd manage. I know I would manage somehow, right? I would manage, but yeah, I wouldn't do a very good job, I don't think. Well, I guess I would do a very good job, right? Because yeah, it's a job interview. You have no choice. You got to do a good job. right? So what are you up to today, Andrew? I was at my sister's yesterday or the day before. See, the days are just mixing into each other. And yeah, I got some work done in the garden. It looks really, really good. I got a couple of clips, but maybe I'll post it to my Instagram. But I wanted to do some more work in it. I didn't get I have a little well that I wanted to paint, right? And I bought some flowers for it and stuff. And yeah, it's really nice that my sister lets me treat her backyard like it's my garden, right? I'm not a big gardener, but there is no trouble. Like for somebody who doesn't like to garden, like a rock garden is perfect. I just love my moss. I just transfer moss here and there all over the pond. And yeah, it took a lot of years, but it sure looks lovely. Yeah, and it's no work. I just went in there and I did a weed. And now every time I go over there, I'll want to be out in the garden anyway. So it's no trouble for me to, pull some dandelions or something, right? So yeah, uh, I was sitting here. Are you moved into your new place, Andrew? Are you moved in? Or are you just starting to pack now? You said they were going to do some renovating for you. Yeah, I just did a big haul on because like I said, I've been sick, so I've been staying in. I've been forcing myself to get out for little walks and stuff, but those stairs on my legs, like my muscles have just been sore, and I try to drink lots, but I guess I'm drinking more coffee than water, right? And yeah, I should say this episode is sponsored by Tylenol. Yeah, free shout out for them. They got me. Actually, I have one right now. They got me through the week. These Tylenols. I don't take any kind of medications, aspirins or anything. So when I'm taking Tylenols and stuff, I'm feeling like right. So yeah. Yeah, so that's my good cheers that I was sick and I'd have no idea. It's just that, I like going live, right? And I know that my viewers are getting used to me, seeing me here and there. So I thought I would just pop in. Oh, well, that's good that you don't have to rush or anything. Yeah, I have a really nice apartment. I look out this. I have this great big. Is my best part of my apartment is my big picture window. Right, I never close the blinds, and I stand in front of it and I do my affirmations in the morning, and they're big, beautiful, trees that are out in there. The elm trees that make a great big tunnel, and yeah, I talk to the trees and they slap the window in the storms and. Yeah, it's been raining all day today, so I drove today. I didn't go for a walk or anything. Yeah, but I've got to whip stuff into shape too, really, really fast. Yeah, maybe tonight I'll get some more research in tonight. But I slept really, really good last night. Holy cow, it was like the best sleep I've had in weeks. I think I was in bed. I was in bed like at 9 o'clock at night. I usually will stay up until at least 10:30 or 11 o'clock, right? But yeah, come 8 o'clock, I looked at the clock. It's only 8 o'clock. I was just so ready for bed. Yeah, this cold is making me old before my time, right? Yeah, and I colored my hair. I'm looking at myself in the screen because my bangs are purple, right? But I had kept washing it every day, and I guess they turned pink. So yeah, I redid my hair myself. I've always had these colored bangs every once in a while, even when I was blonde. Right, I've been blonde now or dark haired now for a couple of years, but that was you guys didn't know because I just started. I think a couple of years ago coming in front of the camera because I was always behind the camera before, right? But my hair used to be blonde, right? And then I started dyeing it dark, and yeah, it's thinned out quite a bit, but it's getting long. But yeah, by the time it gets long, it'll just not be anything left of it. It just falls out now. Yeah. But I do take vitamins that are supposed to help keep your hair healthy, right? But yeah, take my Tylenol. Huh? Yeah, at 7 o'clock, I should have come on right at 7 o'clock, right? Because Owen probably popped in to see if I was on tonight, right? And I told Sharon earlier too, so she probably popped in at 7 o'clock and saw I wasn't on, so thought that maybe I wasn't going to be on tonight. And did you keep the dark hair, Andrew? Yeah, I've had every kind of, in the 80s, even like punk rocks, like Pink Floyd and Blondie and them came out, right? And at that time, there weren't permanent hair colors, all different colors for your hairs, because me and my friends would always use the food color, right? And we'd color, get up early and we would color our hair with the food color, and then we put safety pins through one ear and run a chain, and then run it through the. Oh yeah, punk rocks came in. We were all about that, me and my friends, and yeah. Then you go to PE and you have a good workout in PE, and that food coloring is coming down your face, right? Yeah, and that big black eyeliner that we had. Oh, and Owen is here. Oh, awesome. Yeah, really, really sick this week. I was actually, you remember Karen? She comes to onto the live sometimes. I don't know if you remember her, but I was talking to her, and I was going to go out to visit her because she wanted to start up a YouTube channel, right? And yeah, but I had to cancel out on her. I haven't even been able to ride my bike. I'm just so afraid that I'm going to turn a corner because I'm not really paying attention properly, that I'm going to, get hit by a car or something. Because even though I think I'm tough, and I've got my senses about me and stuff, I know I'm my brain is not all there. Yeah, I would love to have that blue hair. When the ladies start getting older, and then they go to the hairdresser and they get that silver blue hair. Oh yeah, I think that would look so cool. Not right now, but later on I'll try it, right? Or maybe, I'll do wigs or something. Yeah, wigs will be neat, and then I can have a different style every day. We'll see. Another 30 pounds, and yeah, wow. 30 pounds. I'll be a totally different person. I remember the last time I took all that weight off. It was something else. It was hard, right? Because you build up confidence, and when you build up confidence, then you attract, other happy people and stuff, and you get. I remember I was just like, I was such a social butterfly for such a long time. I actually found it a little bit overwhelming, right? Yeah. Yeah, so I'll have to. Yeah, but it's not like I'm not like in my 20s or anything, right? So I don't have to worry about it like that, but oh, have you? Oh, that's nice of you to say. Yeah, lots of these people who come to the chatter lives, these chatter lives are special, right? Because all these are my friends for like 4 years, right? They've been coming to Chatters Live. Well, since I had the Chatters Lives, which has been a couple of years, but I actually started it for them, right? Because we had such great interaction in our comments all our time. Like sometimes our comments, because we like to have conversations with each other, right? So some of our comments get really long. Andrew likes to make long comments, and yeah, Sharon likes to make long comments and stuff, right? And we have chit chats, and yeah, so I do the chatters live so we could actually have those conversations, you know, a lot more, right? And it's good practice for everybody for typing. Yeah, I was looking up typing. I'm a terrible typer. You know, I can type, but oh yeah. Yeah. I could have had so many secretarial jobs if I could have brought my typing speed up, right? You know, I can get the job done, but yeah, it's not like you could have a chit chat with me and I'm going to type it as we go, because that. So I've been studying. Well, I sort of kind of. I found the site and everything, and I practiced a few times, but then I went on to something else, like I always do. So I've got all these list of things that are all partly started, but nothing truly completed, right? Like I just need to, But then I focus on this, and then something else important comes up, and then I gotta focus on that, and yeah, just just juggling everything. Yeah, I love Andrew's. Yeah, sometimes Andrew's comments are like novels, and I do the same thing too. I'm just as yeah, I do long comments sometimes too, right? Especially if I haven't, if I put up a video up and I haven't heard from that person, then the next video they come up and then I'm all excited to hear from them, right? So of course I'm going to chat with them a little bit, and we always have something interesting to say, if not because now we know each other a little bit more personally, right? Because a lot of you, we're actually, talking online outside of YouTube now too, right? Writing letters and yeah. See, Andrew, can you see that? Do you ever notice that your books are up there in my set? Yeah. See, Andrew mailed me these books. That a book and its sequel. You're right, Andrew. Yeah, those books are special. Those books are special to me. Yeah, I love those books. Actually, everything on that shelf. Well, not the dog thing, right? I just needed something for now. I don't know what I'm gonna put there. I don't know. But then again, you might get a little bit more of this, and then I want to get more creative and do something a little bit better, right? But yeah, every time I walk in from the kitchen and I knock this shelf, because it's not nailed to anything, right? And I knock it and then run away. I have to run around to the front because this is porcelain, right? The dog is porcelain, so I always worry that my dog is gonna fall off the shelf, right? And I knock it every day. So yeah, something is making sure that my dog is doing okay. It hasn't dropped yet. And you know what? I'm not one for crying over spilt milk and something happened to it. It would be my own fault anyway. What were you doing today, Owen? Sorry, I told you guys that I might have little coughing fits. Sorry. Hey, I've been going through boxes of tissue like crazy, and yeah, I'm always one to much prefer to have like a heavy duty toilet paper, or even better, I keep a paper towel here for yeah, the real heavy duty stuff, right? Then I end up with rashes, but what do I care? Yeah. Another week guaranteed. It can't last more than another week. It'll be like more than 2 weeks if this cold lasts for another 2 weeks. And actually my throat right now, talking, my throat doesn't feel as bad as it's felt in the past couple of days. So yeah, maybe I am feeling a little bit better. Maybe it's just the head that's just a little bit foggy right now. I don't know if I sound like a hypochondriac. I apologize. It's just I don't get sick very often. So yeah, I don't mean to be grumbly or whiny or anything. I did go live tonight though. That was pretty awesome. Yeah. Shake my head. I don't care. Yeah. I could have almost like had a pajama party, right? And just got in my pajamas and sat here. We should actually do that one night. Wouldn't that be fun? Chatter's live pajama party? Yeah. We could like start it like maybe at like 8 o'clock at night and like let it go till 10 or 11 and just, yeah. And then I could just make a list of really great topics and little games and stuff for us to play. Wouldn't that be fun? Yeah, we'll have to do that for a special occasion. I don't know if there's any holidays coming up. We got Canada Day coming up. Yeah, no holidays really until fall then, right? And you got Remembrance Day and you got Thanksgiving coming up. Oh, I don't even want to think of fall yet. I think a pajama party would be absolutely hilarious. I would wear one of my favorite flannel nightgowns. Yeah, don't laugh. I've got about a dozen of them. Excuse me. I apologize. I don't know what I was thinking. Is Sharon here? Oh, Sharon's here. A pajama party tonight. Yeah, well, give me 5 minutes. It'll take me 5 minutes. I can slip into something. Yeah, that was funny. Yeah, but we should do that one night. Yeah, and actually, I don't know if anybody's tried that keto diet today, but I've been doing a couple of bags of popcorn every week, and I heard that it wasn't good to eat popcorn on the keto diet. So, yeah, I Googled it, but it says on the keto diet, you can have 50 grams of carbohydrate. Well, I don't do any carbohydrate at all. So I guess I can have my bag of popcorn. I make bag of popcorn last a couple of days, but yeah, I've been eating popcorn, so I hope I haven't been cheating on my diet. But it kind of makes me feel that I'm having a treat, right? So that's why I've been having popcorn. But I wouldn't have the popcorn if I thought it wasn't good for my. Oh, yeah, I love popcorn. Yeah, we'll do that for sure. I'll think of something. I'll think of some good games, and yeah, well, and I'll make a whole jot of interesting topics for us to chit chat about. Right? With me, I don't know. I just been, like I said, I've been at home, and I'm still up and showered and ready to go by 8 o'clock every morning, and like I'm starting a day full of interesting things, and then I clean up the kitchen, and then I start watching my videos, and then I start jotting stuff down, and yeah, just moaning and groaning. Yeah. Yeah, I need to sort that out right away. But yeah, I was wondering about that popcorn. I Googled it, right? So, and they said that I could have it on the keto diet, but I wasn't on the keto diet anyway, but I don't want to feel like I'm eating something, not good for me, because if I'm going to have a treat, it's certainly not going to be popcorn. It would be, what would I have if I was going to have a treat? Mincemeat pie? Yeah, I was thinking about donuts this week. I love donuts, especially if it's got sprinkles, right? Always like things to all colorful, like I'm a little kid, right? Yeah, like a donut with sprinkles on it. But yeah, I would probably, if I was going to cheat, maybe pumpkin pie or mincemeat pie. I'm sure it would be some kind of pie. Yeah, with ice cream. Yeah, and caramel sauce. Yeah, I'm not a chocolate fan. Yeah, and actually I had my first chocolate bars in years when I went down to Minneapolis a few months ago, and boy, did I enjoy those chocolate bars. And even I brought a chocolate bar home because I could only eat the one, and then I left one sitting up at the shelf on the shelf for a couple of weeks. And I said, "You, Cindy, you can't eat that until you've been on your diet." And I didn't start my diet, and then I ate the chocolate bar because it was sitting on the wall, and I was so ashamed of myself. Yeah. So I made the chocolate bar wrapper stick to my fridge, and I had to stare at it as punishment for just having the chocolate bar when I knew it was supposed to be for my cheat day on my diet. But it didn't matter because I haven't had any cheat days on my diet since I started my diet anyway. Yeah, 24 pounds. I'm so proud of myself. Yeah. And it's not even like balancing a certain way on the scale to get it to that point. Is just naturally there. And actually I could probably balance a little bit to take a few more pounds off too if I wanted to. Yeah. So, and the cold, I'm sure, is good for a couple of pounds, right? Because that was a plateau part whenever I started a diet. That was the one point on the scale where I could never get past, and that was always the breaking point because I would always break up, or break down on my diet, right? At that point, because I couldn't get past that point. But now I'm past that point, and I've been telling my sisters my Christmas coat. This is a really good story. When my husband did a tour in Croatia in 91, in 91, I think, or 92. And when he came home, like all the guys, is, the first thing they do when they get home is they all get together and they go on a great big binge, right? And that one was like a house party that night. And then the next night, all the guys were planning on, going off together and just bar hopping, because they got home and they just wanted to celebrate. But that's a guy thing. It's not for the wives or the girlfriends or anything. But half the husbands and half the boyfriends, of course, weren't allowed to go anyway, right? But my husband was really smart. He came home and he dropped his credit card in my hand and he says, "Cindy, you've got 3 hours to do as much damage as you can on this card, and then you can come and pick me up at the junior ranks afterwards." And he sent me shopping for 3 hours on his credit card. And yeah, I did lots of damage on the credit card. It was so much fun. But I bought this coat, and this coat I absolutely was like a red skirted coat with a big black fur collar and black cuffs, like old fashioned, right? Like something you would sit on a horse sleigh and go for a ride out in the countryside in the wintertime. And yeah, it was too big for the coat, right? But I kept it, right? Because I just loved this coat. And this Christmas, for the first time in 25 years, I think I'm going to wear that Christmas coat. Yeah, I'm sure I've got a picture of that coat, but no, I'll wait until I can actually get into it, and I'll wear it for you guys so you can just ooh and oh all about this coat. Yeah, I love this coat. Yeah, it's sitting in my closet and one of the things I kept, and I should actually pull it out and hang it on my wall, and it could be my goal outfit. But I'm sure I could squeeze it on now if I had to, eh? Yeah, glazed donuts. I like 7-Eleven makes amazing donuts. Has anybody tried the donuts at the 7-Eleven? They are absolutely amazing. Yeah, I'd much rather have a donut from 7-Eleven from any bakery for sure. They make really good donuts. Their apple fritters are amazing. Yeah, look at that. I just gave a shout out to 7-Eleven. Yeah. And then you got Trisha Paytas, and she does mukbangs. Do you remember the mukbang I did where I went to the fall suppers? I'll be doing some more fall suppers hopefully this year. But she does mukbangs too, where she just sits and chit chats while she's eating and stuff, right? But she did a 7-Eleven mukbang where she went in, and you know how they have food in those warmers and stuff, and she just bought bags and bags of all kinds of food from there. And then she did a mukbang for her YouTube channel, and then 7-Eleven sent her all kinds of coupons and goodies and t-shirts and hats and yeah, all kinds of coupons and stuff. Yeah, so yeah. I don't know why I mentioned that. Oh, right. Because of the mukbangs that I did, right? But nobody sends me coupons. Yeah, they are good, aren't they? Oh yeah, my notifications. I have to go through my subs again, the people that I'm subscribed to. I just find that my taste in the content that I'm watching has just changed so radically. Like, all my favorite entertainment channels, they just don't interest. Well, that's not true, because I still like my metal detecting. Like, I still like Stealth Diggers, and I still like, the Hoover Boys, and there are a few channels, but all my channels now are all education and self-help and self-awareness, and yeah, heavy duty stuff. And I find it just as fun as watching my other videos. I'm just surprised that I'm so into the education part of it. Like, yeah, Cindy, you're 57 years old. Why are you being a student? Time to get out to the world. Give me a butt. Get me out onto the street looking for a job. Really? We're just looking here. Oh yeah, I have a little teeny weeny Levi jacket, the little shorty ones from the 80s, the little Madonna Levi jackets. Oh yeah, I've got one of those. But then again, I'm not going to have any clothes if I lose all that weight, and then yeah, I won't have any money to buy any new clothes. Yeah. Ew. See, I'm already looking for excuses for that 7-Eleven donut. Yeah, that won't happen. Totally. It's just totally different. It's just, it doesn't feel like a donut or a diet that I'm on, right? I still remember, and I will once I've got a lot more weight off. I want to do another 25, I think. And then maybe I'll every once in a while have a day where I can go out and, because the things I miss, like a nice turkey dinner with mashed potatoes, ooh, cranberry sauce and frozen peas. They're like, that's a favorite of mine, you know. Every once in a while I like pizza, right? I think I would miss pizza if I didn't get to have pizza again. Or spaghetti and meatballs. I like spaghetti and pancakes. Ooh. Oh, see, you guys, see what you've done to me? I don't have any taste buds, or I can't smell anything yet either. Like, I was so surprised. And I think that's probably why I'm not big on eating this week. I've been doing a lot of jello and stuff, right? But yeah, it's the fact that I don't have any taste buds anyway, so I can't even enjoy anything I'm eating. Andrew, is it your birthday? 58. I'll be 58 this year too, Andrew. Yeah, a few months away. I'll be 58 years old. Yeah, 1961. I was actually 15 minutes from being a Scorpio. If I was born 15 minutes later, I would have been a Scorpio. Yeah, 11:45 at night on the 22nd I was born. Yeah, that's the magic stuff, right? I'm always looking for the magic stuff. 58 is young, though. Yeah. And you never know. 58 could be halfway there, right? Maybe not for our generation, because we've done a lot of damage. I was actually a lot of this self-awareness, and for my health and because of my age and what I do online and stuff. So I really wanted to take a look at what stress does on the body, right? And because I've always been somebody who's lived under an extreme amount of stress, like I can't remember a time that there wasn't a high level of stress in my life, even as a little kid, right? So I wanted to see what kind of damage, stress actually does on the body, right? I've been doing vitamins and minerals. Well, like my dad was really sick, so he was pretty big on us eating, the wheat germ and taking vitamins and stuff like that. So he was big on that stuff, right? But it's always been off and on with me, right? So because I did like my junk, right? I've always loved my junk. It was kind of an escape for me, right? Because I had insecurities, right? Brought on to me, and then my escapism was, okay, well, I can't have second helpings. So I'm just going to go off and I'm going to babysit and I'm going to make my own money, which is exactly what I did. Is I went babysitting, right? Made my own money, and on weekends I would just buy all kinds of junk and stuff and hide it under my bed, and I would just be yeah, by the time I left high school, I was 200 pounds by the time I left high school, right? And then it maybe took another 5 years or 6 years, and I was hitting pretty close to 300 pounds, right? Yeah, had zero self-worth, zero self-esteem, right? It was a terrible time for me. Yeah, I have no idea how that could, well, I know how that happened to me, right? But yeah, but I did take action and I ended up having one of those stomach staplings, right? When I was 27 years old, I had to have one of those stomach staplings, and then I lost like so much weight so fast, right? Like so fast, and then yeah, and I started, yeah, it gave me it. So that's when I got that confidence, right? And I had that taste of confidence, and I started getting really good jobs, and I was going out with really nice guys and some not so nice guys, and but I was really enjoying life at that time, and we had such a great crew we had put together. We were all just happy people. None of us, we were just all carefree. We were all like artists and stuff. And yeah, so we all got along really, really well. And yeah, I made some lifelong friends, and yeah, I wish I had kept closer touch to them, as I grew older. And some of them are gone now, right? And I miss them dearly, but yeah, that's the way life goes, right? But yeah, we had lots of fun in my younger years after I had lost all that weight, right? But then again, then it caused me some issues, right? Because yeah, then the guys, I started dating guys, and when you didn't have any attention for the longest time, right? And then all of a sudden you're getting a little bit of attention. Yeah, I just soaked that up. Like I was so needy by that. What do they call me? They call me a codependent. I'm an empath, right? But I'm a codependent. Like my self-worth is determined on what other people think of me, right? And again, now I don't even know why I brought that up, because it's been on my mind this week, right? What I'm doing on YouTube, and I think that's a big part of it, right? Because I'm not able to, or willing to, force myself to get out there and mix with people for real. It's so easy for me to mix and make friends this way, right? Because then I'm not catching, and not getting hurt by because this is online, right? Yeah, it's easy to I don't know. I've been thinking a lot of strange things this week, but that was one of the things I was talking about. Like, why do I spend so much time, out on the road, and by myself? Obviously, I'm I'm not socializing with people the way that I'm supposed to be socializing with, right? That somehow along the way I lost that bit of self-worth and that self-confidence. And so it's probably a good thing that I'm dieting right now, because I remember how I felt after I lost all that weight, right? So I know there was a time when I felt confident, and I'm thinking probably that has a lot to do with why it's so easy for me to be dieting now, because I know how I'm going to feel afterwards, and because I so desperately need a little boost of confidence, that I'm thinking that this might be the trick to kind of carry me forward a little bit, right? I think my lack of confidence, has made it so that, it is not coming forward, like, that I'm spending too much time inside, and not enough time outside, right? So yeah, that's the kind of analyzing and stuff that I'm doing, right? So, and I do a lot of that, and I try not to beat myself up about it, right? But at the same time, I'm just fascinated by the fact that I'm able to do this for myself, like online. Like I'm not, it's not like I have the money to go see a therapist or anything. And it's, but at the same time, when a video is being suggested, and you who knows me better than me, right? So yeah, when I discover these little things as to the why I'm a certain way, or why I interact with society a certain way, or why I can't make the connections that I so desperately do, or you know why am I not pushing myself forward when I know I can do so much better, right? Why am I doing a little bit of that self-sabotaging, still, even though when I've come so far, like, and I was actually thinking about that too, because I really only have been delving into this for like less than 3 months, like really, really, really going hard inside of me and stuff. And I just felt like I was doing so well. But then you see these little things, you're going, yeah, no, that needs to be fixed. Why do you do that, right? Where did that come from, right? But it's neat at the same time that I'm online and I'm able to go find those answers for myself, right? Because there's so many smart people online, coaches and therapists. Like even YouTube has a therapist that they work with all the time on YouTube, right? They're creators, right? Which is absolutely amazing, right? And nobody should ever feel like they're doing okay if they're not doing okay, but you got to expect there's got to be a residue, right? I've been doing this now for, almost 5 years now, and I've been doing it with probably 75% of that time without a job, and I've been doing it as a mobile content creator. So and I haven't been as consistent, and I haven't been able to go off and do the explores and stuff that I wanted to, but I still managed to run my channel, okay. And okay, I could have been doing a lot better, but yeah, but all you could do is work on it, right? And just to have all the resources right there for you, right? And yeah, you can figure out what's going on. So yeah, I still hack away at it, and but at the same time I'm thinking, right? Because 4.5 years, your interests change, right? So as much as I still love going out exploring, and I still love my country drives, and I did two of them last week. I didn't upload a video. Well, I guess I had little clips and stuff for my Instagram, but I didn't have a video for my YouTube channel. But I was still able to get out there and, you know, get myself sorted out, right? Because I do that for me when it gets a little bit overload. Then that's when I go off and I can just go be by myself and, be creative and, think of ideas and or work out problems, right? And figure out what I need to do next. And yeah, or think even if what I'm doing is even what I'm supposed to be doing, which seems to be, you know, in my thoughts quite a bit, because I don't want to be, keeping people waiting as I'm trying to make decisions and stuff, right? A lot of these decisions have already been made, right? But at the same time, you got to wait for those right opportunities to jump on them, right? Yeah. And then at the same time, also, I would love to do shout outs and sing praises, of the people that I've been learning from, right? But I don't want to embarrass them by not being at the point where I'm supposed to be, or they had expectations that maybe I was going to be further along than I actually am, or, and it's just not happening. So I just don't want to make people, look bad. But boy, if I can figure something out, yeah, there are a lot of praises to be shouted out to people. But at the same time, like I said, I don't want to bring attention, unwanted attention to anybody. So yeah, so I just grumble at you guys. 72? Linda, that's awesome. Still 28 years to your 100th birthday party. Maybe we'll have a pajama party that day too. But yeah, I actually think that's a good idea that we should do that. Oh, okay, Andrew. I don't know how long ago he said that, but yeah. But this cold of mine, oh, I tell you, it just beat me down this week. And now I can feel that I've got the sweats because this cold has been giving you the sweats, and then you get the chills, and then you get the sweats. So yeah, I've just been leaving something warm on, and then I just leave my house coat there. So if I get a chill, then I can just throw it across my legs or something, right? But I haven't been watching anything super interesting on YouTube this week. I actually have been doing a lot of, you know, studying stuff. I mean, if you were interested in seeing what kind of stuff that I am studying, anything really, really good, right? I am liking and I'm sharing in my like videos. So you can go into my main channel page and see what I'm finds me interested right now. And it's going to be all that inside stuff that I'm working on right now, right? So yeah, and the outside, obviously, right? Kathy just, I guess, I posted to my Instagram earlier. So Kathy, I just saw Kathy on Instagram. I went, oh, Kathy's in here too. But yeah, she was just in my Instagram. I posted to there too earlier today. I have some beautiful abandoned photographs that I had taken, so I wanted to get a few of those uploaded this week. But yeah, I've been following my diet journey has been posted on the Instagram, and I always try and fill people in little things that are going on in my day, and I try and touch base once a day once I'm feeling better. Yeah, I'll do a much better job, I'm sure. But yeah, I hope it's my last cold this summer, that's for sure. Oh, you're 56, Sharon. Oh, you're just a year younger than I am. Yeah, we're all in the same age bracket on this channel pretty much. We have a few 24s to 40s, you know. But that's the abandons and the nature that they like, right? But yeah, otherwise everybody's basically, I guess because being the same age and the same generation, we remember a lot of the same eras and the times and stuff. And that's why, this channel is just for the explorers, right? Well, my chatter's lives, but yeah, that's why it's a hi, William. Oh, and Dave's here too. Awesome. 62. See, like we're all the same age. So it's not like I can do anything else with my channel, right? Otherwise, it'll be, yeah, my whole different audience if I change subjects. So yeah, I just realized that now is, yeah, I started another channel and I got videos there, but they're not listed. I haven't been making them public, right? I'd start these little projects. I get the idea in my head, and then I go ahead and start it, and yeah, and then it just sits there, right? And I spent a lot of time. I think I spent a day getting the channel ready, and then day getting the video, and yeah, and now it's just sitting there because it's just not interesting me again, right? But this week, yeah, not too much has been interesting me. I haven't been feeling that great. Yeah, Manitoba. Well, today it was really cloudy and it was drizzling and stuff, and I thought it was just going to start thunderstorming, right? But yeah, it's muggy. It's going to rain tonight for sure, but yeah, now I don't think it's going to thunderstorms because it's just cloudy, not like fluffy clouds, dark clouds. It's just gray and miserable. So yeah, if anything, it's just going to drizzle today. Oh, yeah, my throat actually feels much better because I've been afraid to hack, right? Because it's been hurting my throat so much. So I've been trying not to hack, right? But yeah, that didn't hurt. That didn't hurt too bad. Oh, I'm so glad that Dave made it in for a little bit, and William. Oh, who are we missing tonight? Yeah, Nancy. Oh, Nancy. I wonder how well Nancy's doing. Oh, Nancy's okay. Maybe she's even here, right? Yeah, Nancy hasn't been well. Lots of good mojo, right? For Nancy. Yeah, she hasn't been well. That makes me feel bad, but yeah, again at our age, right? Then those health issues start to pop up again, back into that conversation that I was having about what stress does onto the body, right? And for me, it's the thinning, right? I've been losing, and it could be for me coloring my hair, right? Because I do color my hair. I've been coloring my hair since I was 16 years old, every 6 weeks since I was 16 years old. So yeah, more than likely it's the hair coloring over the years, the decades, that is making my hair thin out. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm going to get some really cool wigs. I saw this really nice pink silvery one, and it was long and straight. Yeah, right down. Yeah, below my butt. I put a big braid in it, and yeah, that would be cool. Nice pink, purpley one. Yeah, it was really nice. Yeah, I'm not too worried. And then I won't have to do my hair in the morning. Just slap on my wig, and off I go. Right? Do you really color your hair gray? Or are you just being funny? Probably just funny. Yeah, I haven't seen any gray hair. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't let my hair. I've never seen, and I know I have lots of gray hair. I'm 57. There's got to be a lot of gray hair now. But yeah, I just keep I just keep coloring it. And it's curly, got really curly hair, right? Like I ironed my bangs, but there's so much humidity in the air that they just go curly right away, right? So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I never had a problem. Just in the past couple of years that the I noticed that the hair on the sides have been, thinning out. I don't know. I'm I don't want to lose my hair, but losing your hair is the next stage of evolution, right? So, guys with the bald heads are the next evolution of man, right? Because we're just going hairless, right? We're just slowly losing because we don't need it anymore, right? Yeah, humans don't need hair anymore. So that's why you see so many people with baldness going on, right? Yeah, so yeah, I'm just the next stage of evolution. But happy birthday, Andrew. Awesome. Yeah, still a couple more months for me. And then but I'm not big on celebrating birthdays. I'm happy to avoid a birthday. Yeah. But yeah, for the fun colors, always like yeah, I always like to do I think I've done almost every color, and actually, except for that new one. But I think if I were to do that color, that bluish, that purple silver color, I would love to do that color. But I think I would have to have um, very long hair and straight hair. So yeah, I think maybe if I do that color, I will buy it in a wig. I wouldn't dye my hair that color because you would have to really bleach your whole head, right, in order to do that color. Yeah, well, it's all women talk about fixing our hair and stuff. Sorry, guys. See, that's me. I'm just so sick. I'm just happy to just sit here and yap at you guys. I haven't talked to anybody. Like even when I went to Tracy's the other day and worked in her garden, I just worked all day in that rock garden. I was so happy to be outside, and yeah, as sick as I was, it made me feel 100 times better. But yeah, that household is, I don't know why. She's very, yeah, very high strung household. Yeah, so again, she's under a lot of stress too, right? Because she has one of those really important executive positions, right? She runs a big company, so So she's under a lot of stress all the time too, right? But then to have to come home to it too, right? I feel terrible, right? But I stay outside. I just yeah, yeah, when it gets that bad, I just kind of go off on my own, right? Because yeah. And that's their business too, right? Deborah Harry. Oh, from Blondie. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, and I remember that, right? I remember when she had those black roots going on. Yeah, the Blondie. Yes. Yeah, I had a thyroid test done before, but it seemed that my thyroid was normal. What do thyroid issues do to you? I know like when I was overweight, they were always concerned with my thyroid, right? But there was never any problem with my thyroid, but it must be responsible for something other than weight. Oh, I did the maroon. Yeah, I like the maroon. The blue, the deep blue. Yeah, I like that. So I just thought I would come on live tonight and just say hi. I don't know why, and I get these ideas and I wasn't planning on going live, but I was doing an Instagram post and then I opened up my mouth. As soon as I opened my mouth, to me that's a commitment, right? And lots of times I say, oh well, let's do this, and then I don't do this, and then I beat myself up because I'm somebody who likes to keep their word, right? And I just find myself sometimes, that you just can't keep your word, and that's not good with me, right? So when I said on Instagram, oh, maybe I'll go live on YouTube, well, then that's pretty much committing myself, right? But I did okay. I only hacked a couple of times, so I thought that was pretty good. But yeah, next time I will put something together so that yeah, we can maybe have a pajama party, and I'll put some games together and something fun for the channel, right? I just felt like chatting tonight. I've had a lot on the brain, and yeah, it's just nice to rebound off of people a little bit, even if they have no idea what I'm talking about. Sometimes I don't even know what I'm talking about. Oh, so a slow metabolism and then you would gain weight, right? Or your whole body would slow down. So it would suck up your energy and stuff too. So it make it so like you just don't have energy to do stuff. Yeah, I found that my energy has been okay, right? My legs have been really sore, but I find that I still have lots of energy and stuff. So like I've been able to do little house projects and keep up on the dishes, and yeah, but I haven't been really able to do those stairs, right? And I usually don't have any problems with those stairs at all. So I know that I should have been drinking more water. I will, Linda. I'll Google it tonight to find out a little bit more. When I had tested for thyroid, that was decades ago, right? Before I was online, right? So I might not have even had thought to research it at all. Mind you, I always dug into books and stuff. I'd always walk down to the library. Like I've always been a learner. Like I was the queen of overdue finds, that's for sure. Because I would take out a book, big pile of books, like big piles of books, right? And then keep them for 2 weeks, and then you were able to renew them. And sometimes I would forget to renew them, and yeah, and then why bother? The overdue fines are so high anyway. I might as well buy the books. Those kind of situations. Yeah, but yeah. So even before I was online, I was always a studier, right? Right. Well, remember when you're coming up here, like I've got the car and stuff. It's not like we're not gonna, don't think I'm taking you hiking and stuff. Like whatever you want to do, that's what we're gonna do. And I know you'll be good with the country drives at the very least. And I know you'll manage to get out and walk around a building at the very least. But yeah, don't think I'm gonna, take you out places where you're gonna have to strain or anything, Sharon. Yeah, Sharon's coming up to visit me. Yeah, has a little jar she's been putting away, and she got her passport last week. Yeah, her passport came in, so she was pretty excited about her passport. Yeah, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. It's a big thing getting your passport. I know how what a big thing it was for me to get my passport, And I got my passport in my important paper drawer. And every time I see my sister Tracy, when are we going to New York? Because she always promises me that she's gonna, we're gonna go down and do a Broadway show and go shopping and stuff. And yeah. And she always says, when you can afford it, Cindy, when you get a job, Cindy. Yeah, but that's okay. I'll hit it big and then I'll take Tracy. My always plan was if I ever hit it big that I was going to send her on a trip for a week, right? And then I was going to do her bathroom up for her and give her one of those movie star bathrooms, break out one of her bedroom walls and yeah, make the bathroom twice as big and give her everything she wanted in a luxury bathroom. Yeah, I would love to do that for my sister Tracy. She's done so much for me, right? Yeah. And that's the thing, right? You get to the point where people give you so much and put so much into you and it's not everything what I'm doing online here. This worries my sister a great deal. I'm very surprised that we still have the relationship that we do, but it's strained, but we've been really good and she loves me to death and I love her to death and so we're adapting, right? So no matter how it turns out or whatever, this is just, she thinks it's a phase I'm going through. It's a pretty long phase. I've been at this for almost 5 years. So if she thinks it's a phase, okay, but what it is it is changing, right? And as everybody can tell, I'm sure that things are changing, right? So yeah, I just not quite there yet, right? But hold on, it's going to be interesting. I can already tell. Like I already have these pictures in my head that are so interesting. I'm thinking, holy cow! Just wait, just wait. Oh yeah, dental, absolutely. Just and here too, like here in Manitoba, your medical is free, right? While you pay your taxes and stuff, right? But taxes are a lot better than in the States too here. And so is housing. Like the cost of living here in Manitoba is really, really good. But our Medicare is free. We don't contribute anything. I know a lot of places you have to make payments and stuff and help to contribute to the cost. Here in Manitoba, you don't have to do that. Like I said, I had a stomach stapling and I know that's like a $200,000 operation. They did that for me because I was hitting 300 pounds, right? And my dad had congenital heart disease. My grandmother went blind and lost her legs to diabetes. Diabetes is in my family all the way back. Same with the heart disease, all the way. Like my dad was one of the ones who lasted the longest. He lasted till he was 47 years old, and everyone in his family, they were barely able to see their children grow up, right? Before they passed. And that's in our family. It's like in the 16 and 17. This is terrible to say, but I guess in the 16 and 1700s, that's what they did, right? To keep the money in the family is they married off cousins and shit like that, right? Oh my word, I said a bad word. That's the first time I ever swore on my channel, you guys. Holy cow, did you guys catch that right away? I caught it right away. I caught it right. I catch myself when I do these things. When I swear, I catch myself right away. And now I know. I can't believe I did that. I can't even remember what I was talking about, but I sure got that swear word. Yeah, but also I've been finding, because I'm a storyteller too, right? And earlier when I was talking, I was saying I find myself that I like to sprinkle onto my stories, right? And sprinkling onto a story that you tell, a true story, is you're adding lies to a true story, right? To make it more interesting. So I don't want to be doing that, right? But I didn't notice I was doing that until I was telling a story a couple of times, and then I would get to something that I was not true, that I knew was not true, that I just added just to add a little bit of color to my story. And then I stop right in my, like I just stop right at the beginning of my sentence. And I just like, okay, well, that story is going to have to change, because I tell stories over again. If I hear a good story, I'll tell it to everybody, right? But yeah, I noticed some of the sprinkles that I've been putting into my stories. Can't do it. I stop right in my track, and then I have to find a way to go around it, right? Telling the truth. Oh, I'm having a hard time telling lies. Yeah, I forgot about that. I noticed that a few weeks ago, that I couldn't tell lies, that I was having problems telling lies. Not like anybody should be telling lies anyway, but it was just a mental note that I made, that I was actually not wanting to tell lies, right? So I thought that was pretty interesting. Yeah, so that's where our heart disease comes from in our family, right? Is those aristocrats in the 16 and 1700s keeping the money in the family and the land in the family by marrying off, kids to uncles and cousins and stuff like that. I mean, it's thinned out, I'm sure, over the generations and stuff, right? But my sister has our family tree, and our family tree actually goes back to the 1400s, right? And actually, some of the names, like my dad's name, Frederick, is a family name that goes all the way back to I think, the 16th century, right? And his middle name, Theophilus, which means friend of God, right? His name on that family tree, that middle name, goes all the way back too, right? So my nephew Adrian, who is the very last like my dad's name was right? So he was my nephew was the very last because he was born out of wedlock to my sister, right? And he's the last and I would give anything for his middle name to have been Theophilus, right? That would have been so cool. But yeah, it's nice though to know that we have somebody to carry on our family name, right? Because otherwise that would have been the end of the line, right? Because we didn't have any. I have sisters, right? I have no brothers, right? So if my sister hadn't had Adrian out of wedlock, then yeah, that would have been the end of the line, right? Yeah. And two of us, four of the four girls, we didn't have children at all. I didn't have any children, and neither did Tracy. Tracy didn't have any children either, which is really, really strange. Well, I guess it's not strange. I found out it's paradigms, right? Somebody told me, "Oh, you'll never have kids, and you'll never have a family, you'll never." So I guess I've been compounding that over the decades, right? And actually, I made that happen, right? That's something. It happened, right? Exactly the way it was told it was going to happen, but because I had that always in the back of my head, right? That I always thought, oh, you're never going to have kids. You're never going to have a family. You're never going to own your own home. And look at exactly true, right? Exactly true. Yeah. That's how sensitive I was, that I let people imprint on me like that, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's sad, and I didn't know that had happened, right? Even growing up into an adult, I didn't even realize that had happened, right? If I maybe noticed, I might have made that extra effort to change the way things turned out, right? But I didn't know at that time, right? So yeah, those are paradigms. Paradigms took over on that one. It won the battle, but not the war. Oh, so Sid's got his dad's name then. Yeah, so then that would be the end of your line too. No brothers or sisters, Sharon? I never even asked you before if you had brothers and sisters, or if you were an only child. You might have told me you were an only child. I don't remember. I don't remember. Yeah, again, it's this cold making my head all fuzzy. I hope I haven't been yapping about stuff that you're not finding interesting. I'm sure I am. Oh, wow. Jane Austen. Jane Austen is the one that did Pride and Prejudice, right? Yeah. I like trilogies. I really do. My favorite book of all time was a book called The Camerons, right? And Colleen McDougall, I think her name was. She wrote a few. I think she wrote Outlander. She might have been the one who wrote Outlander. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. But yeah, my favorite book was a trilogy. It was called, and I actually, yeah, it was a trilogy. It was called The Camerons, right? Scottish family and how they started off in Scotland and how they made it to America and stuff. And it's, their whole life, right? And yeah, it was pretty interesting. I just reading a new book. Oh, what's it called? The Untethered Soul. Whew. I tell ya, that is changing some views in my head, like heavy duty. And it's an audio book that I'm listening to right now. I think I'm into it by like an hour and a half, and it's like 6 hours long audio book. And but that's the very first book I've done for a while. I've got this one book here that I was reading too. But yeah, you get through a few chapters, and I was enjoying this book too, right? But I like to study online. I like watching videos. If I'm I I like to be, yeah. I like to be active here. I like to watch my videos. I like to learn with videos. Yeah, I like to see somebody in front of me teaching me something. Yeah. I watch a lot of videos. All learning body videos, but yeah, I watch. And I enjoy them too. Yeah, that's my studying. And again, because I'm going to use all that information, right? And it's the repetitiveness that makes them work, right? Because sometimes like I get suggested one video, but at the end of their video, they'll suggest something else for me to watch. I'll go and watch that video too, even knowing that I've seen it before, right? Because I'm going to pay more attention the next time I watch it, right? And pick up more things, right? Yeah, you read a lot of books, Andrew. Yeah, you always pick them up at those book sales and stuff. Like, I don't know when you're reading, Andrew, if you're doing it in silence. Like, can you hear the rain? Yeah, it's starting to rain now. Um, when I'm watching videos or anything or working online, like nothing, no radio, no TV, just nothing. Just if it's a video, obviously it's the sound from the video, right? But lots of times, I've got things that I'm working on and stuff. So sometimes, I just sit in the silence, and I prefer that actually, right? Lots of people, and I tried that, putting happy music on, and you know but I can't get nothing done because I'm concentrating on and singing along with the music that I can't hear myself think, right? Yeah. Cindy carrying conversations on in her head. Yeah, it's not like I hear voices or anything in my head, but yeah. It's the thinking mind, right? Like you're just having conversations with your thinking, right? Yeah, Andrew, that's I do the fan too. It's I think the buzz of the fan, right? It drowns out other noises. It drowns out things that are going on in the building and stuff. I sleep very very well with the fan. I like the hum of a fan, right? And I like the air blowing in my face. Like my fan is on my end table, like directly on my face, whether it's wintertime or summertime. I don't even turn my heat on or off, during the course of the year because the heat rises, right? And I'm on the top floor. And I have my air conditioner if I need it. But yeah, they save a lot of money on utilities with me because yeah, I don't use my utilities. There's no need for being on the top floor. Yeah. My house stays pretty warm all year round. Oh, Nancy. Hi, Nancy. Oh, you made it in. How are you feeling this week? Let us know. We were just talking about you a few minutes ago, and we were wondering how you were doing. I hope it's good news. I hope it's good news. Oh, I don't know if I could do Gone with the Wind. That's a big. See, that's the thing with me too, why I do like the videos too, right? Is because the attention it takes to get into a long book. If I wanted to do a book, then I would want to read the book like from beginning to end without being interrupted, right? So yeah, Gone with the Wind, that's a big book to read. But twice, right? In 70 years. Oh, see, you know them all, Andrew. So these are books. Yeah, I never even heard of that. That Ladies of the Club. I've never even heard of that book. I'm gonna write that. Well, I'm gonna come in afterwards just to make sure that I don't, because I swore, Nancy, I swore for the first time in my live. I don't know what I was talking about. Yeah, but I said that sh word. Yeah, and I caught myself right away. Oh, and Pat's here. Awesome. I saw who is that? Adam the Woo. He actually went to the mill, right? And he did an episode on his show where he went and visited the mill from Gone with the Wind. Yeah, it's supposedly a big tourist attraction, right? The States have always been good with tourist attractions. They're always interesting, right? We've got a few here. We got a big fish. I think we got a big rocking chair. Yeah. We got oh, we got the world's largest pumpkin. Yes, I know in Manitoba we have the world's largest pumpkin. Yeah, because I drove by it one day and I stopped and yeah, I went, oh, okay. I used to love Stephen King novels. And actually, I was thinking, you know, that I used to just love, like horror movies and those big action movies. And I heard the Terminator was coming out. And then I got all excited that I wanted to see that. And then I was thinking, Cindy, you don't really want to watch those kind of movies. Like even my taste in movies is changing. Well, taste in movies, I haven't even wanted to go see a movie with my sister, right? We usually do movies like once a month. We the sisters all get together and yeah, we go to a movie together. And we haven't done that for a few months either, right? And I haven't even noticed that we haven't. See, and that's another one, Andrew. I'm writing that one right down now. So Red the Rose. And I don't know why I'm writing it down because I don't know if I'm even going to read it, but I want to see what I want to see what it's about, right? You got pumpkins still? And they're not like all mushy? Yeah, our pumpkins here, they're always mushy like the very next day, right? Because it's so cold here. So on Halloween night, they put them out, but in the morning, they bring them in and they just kind of collapse, right? From being frozen solid. See, Andrew, you're so smart. How come you don't do like a little YouTube channel or something? That would be a really great topic. What you just like a book club? You could do a book club on YouTube, Andrew. I bet you would be really popular. Have you ever thought of doing a YouTube channel? Yeah, and just do it like book club. You could talk about the books you read and stuff. Yeah, I bet you people would find that really interesting. Did Nancy say how she was doing? Just backing up here. Oh, Nancy, I was just really hoping that you were feeling better. But it just seems like everybody, I was saying earlier, it just seems like everybody has not been doing well. You know, we're in for a big turn, right? We need a big turn. And I was actually just looking, right? My tongue is pink again. Yeah, my pink has been like white all week. And if I had noticed, I might not have gone on live tonight just for the fact that I'd be worried about my tongue. But I can see that the color of my tongue has come back. The flavors haven't come back yet, but I haven't tried to eat anything yet today. Yeah. Andrew, what a great idea. If you want to start, you got my email. I'm happy to help you, Andrew. If you wanted to start a YouTube channel, I think that's a great topic for your channel. Is like a book club, right? A books that you enjoy reading, and then you read a book and come on your show and you talk about your book and stuff and get people interested in the book, and then they would read it, and then the next week you could discuss something else. Yeah, I'm not one for hospitals at all. I do hospitals because I have to do hospitals, because you have to support sometimes, and if you're not well, you want people to support you when you're not well too, right? So I do hospitals, but I don't do well. You'll see a significant change in me if I have to come to the hospital, but I manage and I try not to make it about me. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so hopefully this week that I'm feeling better, then I'll go out and I'll see Karen and maybe help her start her channel. I don't even know what kind of topics she wants to do for her channel. Yeah, I told her to think about her topics, right? That's something she loves and what type of audience she wants for her channel and stuff. So, yeah, so I told her I would come out and help. And I've also got a workshop coming up. I'm going to have a workshop on the 7th, July 7th at the Quality Inn. They kindly let me have the lounge. So if anybody is in Winnipeg here and is going to be in Winnipeg that day between 2 and 6 o'clock, we are going to have a workshop. So I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, and this week is the awards dinner for Doors Open Winnipeg. When I got to be a tour guide last month, right, for Doors Open Winnipeg. So they're having their awards this week on Thursday. So that should be fun too, right? Because yeah, that's an organization that I like to support, right? That's if ever I got to be a philanthropist, right? That would be my organization, right? Yeah. And they take care of all the old heritage buildings here in Winnipeg, right? Like they do drives, make money, and they always tell wonderful stories about the buildings, and they take care of the exchange district and everything, and they're very very active in the communities, like the Winnipeg community and everything. Yeah, they work really really for a small organization. They are a big organization. It's really quite amazing to see how they have their organization put together. But yeah, that would be my group. And there are lots of good ones in the city, but yeah. Yeah, but I hope I'm better. I just want to be better. Get rid of this stupid cold, and yeah, start moving forward. Yeah. Ready for the new me to take over here. Yeah. 20 more pounds and I'm just gonna disappear. Gonna be a completely different person. But it's after 9 o'clock now. I am going to call it a night, everybody. Thank you so much for popping by and saying hi. Like I said, I don't know why I decided to come live, but yeah, I missed you guys, and yeah, and I always feel better when we all get together and have a little chit chat and stuff. And I love our crew. We have the best crew ever. But anyways, we're going to call it a night, everybody. Have a great night. And thank you. Thank you so much for coming to hang out with this old girl. Bye-bye.